As usual, the J.K. Rowling haters are huffing copium and spiraling into delusion we never thought possible. And most recently, one of these former Harry Potter stans posted a picture of her permanently disfigured arm. She paid thousands of dollars to get blackout ink to cover up her entire tattoo sleeve of Harry Potter references because she hates J.K. Rowling. This was her tweet. After years spent finding the perfect artist, scheduling session after session, and spending thousands of dollars, my Harry Potter sleeve is finally completely blacked out. F J.K. Rowling and every transphobe and TERF on the planet.
There was hilarious responses that were like, oh, so you made some decisions when you were young that were irreversible that you now regret? And she's like, yes. They're like, wow.
That's crazy.
No
That's crazy.
No, they will never make the connection between those two
The
things.
lack of self-awareness is actually impressive.
Yeah, it's truly, you called this an expensive mistake.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
it's a very expensive mistake. Also,
It doesn't
don't
look
hero
good.
worship.
Yeah.
It does
also
not look
looks
good.
awful, and it looks like she's trying to be transracial.
What she
Yeah.
can say is that she's trying to be Machine Gun Kelly. Didn't he get both his arms like blacked
He
out?
did.
His whole body, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not even to like cover anything specific, but
It would cost more
just as a style choice.
It would cost more money to do her because he's a lot skinnier.
Well, she now has like some fraction of an N-word pass, so congrats for that.
Look, I was reliably told I was given 2 N-word passes yesterday, so we're good.
Yeah. What does she do when she finally realizes all along J.K. Rowling was right?
She's not going to.
She's
not going to.
What is it? If you're not conservative when you're old, you have no brain.
If you're not a Democrat when you're young, you have no soul. If you're not a conservative when you're old, you have no money.
No money or no brains.
Or brain, yeah.
Yeah, same situation applies with J.K. Rowling. She will eventually realize that this was a mistake.
That's never.
Honestly, getting an entire sleeve of Harry Potter tattoos, regardless of how you feel about J.K. Rowling, that's a mistake. You should have never done that.
Actually, I would be willing to bet. Like, I wonder what maybe somebody knows this information. I wonder what the demographics are of or the stats are on men and women growing politically as they get older, right? Like, men start out young, maybe not progressive, but classically liberal, perhaps. And as they get older and they incur more expenses, and as they make more money and start understanding taxes and tax law, they become more conservative, right? Or in women, do women just kind of start out liberal and progressive and just stay liberal and progressive unless they get married?
Probably, yeah. They tend to mold their political beliefs to whoever they end up marrying.
She is not going to grow and change at all.
Yeah. I also wanted to bring up a conspiracy theory.
I love this one.
J.K. Rowling haters have their own conspiracy theory that actually black mold in J.K. Rowling's house is what's making her transphobic.
My point was, I said they're going through the 5 stages of grief and they're at bargaining right now.
Yeah.
They're like, it's not her, it's the black mold.
I guess we'll call this Moldgate.
Yes.
Is black mold...
They were calling her Moldemort.
Is black mold silently poisoning J.K. Rowling's brain? And they posted some photos of her house over the years showing what they believe is a worsening black mold problem seeping up her walls. It could just be some artsy fartsy wallpaper. We have no idea, but I'm starting to think it's plausible.
I like the idea that she's just like, every day she's like, I need to call the exterminator. I need to call somebody. But she's like, this idiot just posted on X and I've got
busy.
stuff to say.
She's busy doom scrolling.
I've got thoughts.
J.K. Rowling and the black mold's curse. So you can kind of see, it looks like there's moisture seeping up the wall.
Serious black mold.
Yeah. So they're saying Moldemort has to gain her power from something. And her powers of transphobia are coming from black mold poisoning on her brain.
Yeah. Yep. Again, that is insane amounts of cope.
Yeah.
Her arguments are far too well reasoned and far too eloquent to say that her brain has just been poisoned.
Yeah, and they started based in logic, so they've stayed the same, and it's driving people crazy. I respect her for defending Harry Potter and not letting them turn it into Star Wars.
Yep.
Yeah, she's
that
not going to do
franchise.
any George Lucas nonsense.
But it's going to, eventually she'll die, and eventually it will get corrupted.
Thanks, Brett.
I definitely think that she will prepare for that. She does have a contingency plan for that.
Good.
I don't doubt that she has a very comprehensive will, and she does not intend to sell it off to any unknown relatives that are going to use it for nefarious purposes.
I love the idea that every day she wakes up and she just looks at the wall. She's like, maybe I should get this fixed today. And then ding, her phone goes off and she's like, I can't let it
I got to
by.
talk about this
She's like,
controversy with the Olympics.
I'm busy. I'm busy today. I've got stuff to do. The Olympics are going on. I've got women to defend.
But the experts say that in around 25% of people, black mold can cause depression, anxiety, brain fog, insomnia, and personality issues, including mood swings. It causes problems with assimilating new information, confusion, and disorientation. So this is the scientific claim that they're making to explain away J.K. Rowling's
It's like when you look up your
hateful
symptoms on
bigotry.
WebMD and they tell you that you have like stage 4 cancer. Like it's like that. It's
Oh, you have a headache
Yeah.
and you've got some body aches. You're gonna die.
Well, now she has the perfect excuse if she ever wants to uncancel herself.
She's like, guys, I moved.
Yeah.
Whew.
All that fresh air, it awakened me to the fact that
Trans women are
trans women are women.
That's exactly what she'll say.
So if she ever wants to get back in their good graces, she has the perfect
Somebody's saying a friend
theory
told
to
me,
fall back on.
are we sure this is not Chinese style paintings in her?
It's probably a mural. I mean, do we really believe a billionaire is living with black mold in her house?
You never know. Goes crazy like Howard Hughes and
Well, she lives in like an old historic castle in Scotland.
as one does when
As
you
one
have,
does.
and like I said, Mary said that she looks appropriately smug in all these photos. I say, you know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you make $1 billion, you're allowed to look appropriately smug whenever you want.
We were talking about this with Simone Biles. Like, you are so talented, so why do you have to be annoying?
No, that was my point was like, she's a perfect example of meritocracy at work, right? She says something that's annoying, and then you look at her floor routine and you're like, yeah, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
You have to hand it to her.
Yes.
Like, she has the talent to back up her attitude.
You're good at your job.
Yeah.
What did she say? I love my black job.
And same can be said for J.K. Rowling. She's earned the right to be smug.
So,
she could say nothing and just disappear in her castle.
but the problem is they love that. Like, a lot of the people that dislike her are like, she could have just stayed quiet and been a billionaire that everybody loved, which just proves that what they want is for you to shut up and comply with their demands.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok recently where someone was like, if you had $1 billion overnight, what would you buy on your first day as a billionaire? And all of these idiots were commenting like, I would buy Shein and I would buy a bunch of Funko Pops and
What would you buy?
I mean, I don't know, probably Bitcoin. Something a little bit better than Chinese made crap. But that's like why you're never going to be rich, is because you're not as smart as Jeff Bezos.
Or any of those people that just made a bunch of money on the dip on the stock market crash yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
true. If I had $1 billion, I would buy a private island
There you go.
and maybe allow other people to live on it.
Possibly, maybe,
with
sort of.
extreme vetting.
Yeah.
Extreme.
That would be nice. I hope I get an invite.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.